Hey guys, we just wrapped up an amazing Red Rocks Classic. If you've never been, it's like the largest gathering of Porsche 914 owners in the Mountain West. This year was hosted by PMB Performance in Salt Lake City with epic drives through Summit and Wasatch counties. You gotta see this.
Red Rocks is a 3-day gig, so it all starts on Thursday when people get to PMB in the late afternoon, and PMB was getting ready to just throw a giant party. Everybody hanging out in the parking lot, showing off their cars, looking at PMB's cars, and then the band getting warmed up in the shop, which Eric converted into, I guess, a club with lots of 914s around. And it's not just 914s, plenty of other amazing cars on display during Red Rocks, right here in the PMB parking lot too. This white 911 race car belongs to Diane Johnstone, Eric Shea's fiancée.
Won't put my love upon the shelf. Don't hand me no lines and keep your hands to yourself.
All right, here it is. It's Friday, and this is driving day. We're all leaving the hotel, which was nearby. The cars, we're sped up a little bit.
So welcome to Utah.
And here's the drivers' meeting. Eric taking the microphone and telling people about the weather and what to expect during the trip through the canyons. Everybody assembled and ready to go. Excitement is really high. For people who have never driven through the canyons, this is going to be an experience. Look at that. Big Cottonwood Canyon. Lots of twisties, amazing scenery, and 5914s enjoying the show. Okay, we're at the top of Big Cottonwood Canyon. That's the Brighton Ski Resort. They have a giant parking lot there, which is great to assemble and just regroup all the cars.
We're all gonna just kind of restage and get everything together so that we can take the hill up to Guardsman Pass and then down Pine Canyon Road, which is freshly paved. It's gonna be awesome.
There aren't many roads in the country more fun to drive than Guardsman Pass. This road is only open in the summertime. Maximum elevation of about 9,700 feet, and you traverse about 500 feet a mile on this. A 4,000 foot elevation difference from the top to the bottom. So you can imagine how many twisties are there. And I just included them all for you to see. Sped up a little.
Scarier before they put the barrier up.
All right, we made it through Guardsman Pass and nobody broke down. And here we are at our next meetup.
We're here at the Jordanelle Reservoir, and it's our second meetup spot so that we can get the entire fleet of 914s together again.
So awesome to see so many 914s in every color and configuration, all in one place. And the owners too. We're a unique breed. Not everybody loves the 914, so it's fun to get together. Now I'm headed over to Dan's car. Dan's car was the one that I featured at PMB while it was under construction. And here's a link. This is your first like major rally with the car?
Yeah, this is the first drive with it.
Really?
Yeah.
I know we watched it get put together, so pretty awesome.
How much metal work is what a lot of people that have seen it are the ones that remember.
Yeah, it's awesome. Really fun to see how this car turned out, and it turned out amazing. The paint is gorgeous, the interior, I mean everything. Eric and his team did a phenomenal job. And here's my Ravenna green car, which never photographs the right color. It always kind of looks yellow. But 914s just have the greatest colors overall. I mean, today, what do you got? Black, white, silver, maybe red, blue. But look at these colors. It's Skittles. And you just don't see that anymore. I'd love it if they brought these great colors back. But I guess there's some financial reason why they don't. All right, it's looking a little more green there. Okay, time to head on out and go down to the Notch, which is a great little dive joint on the Mirror Lake Highway. That's where we're going to have lunch today. Another fun road. Not as twisty, but still fun. Especially when the Notch is at the end of it. Nice that everybody's lined up. Unmistakably Red Rocks. And we have our own menu. All right, we had a great lunch. Look, here's Ed. We had a great lunch, and now we are assembling for another driver's meeting. We're going to just talk about where we're going to go, which is Park City. We're going to surprise that town with 5914s driving down Main Street. It's going to be pretty epic. Browns Canyon Road is super scenic. Drives by a bunch of farms and has some really nice wide open stretches. And here we are in Park City on Main Street. I guarantee you that nobody's ever seen 5914s of every color cruising down this street from the mid-1800s. You should have seen the looks on people's faces, especially since this wasn't scheduled. We just kind of arrived. We staged outside of town and then drove right down Main Street. Here's Eric bringing up the rear with his amazing yellow car. Okay, Saturday morning. And this is going to be a fun day. We're going to have a shop tour at Kindig-It Design. So we're all meeting up here at PMB and then driving down to Kindig-It. All right, it's Saturday morning and we're at Kindig-It Design. And it's going to be an awesome shop tour today. That's the plan. We've got all the 914s lined up here, and Dave Kindig is actually directing the traffic, which is kind of funny. So cool to see their shop, and unlike most things in television, it actually looks bigger in person. Yes, I think these are Bitchin Rides. So the mark of a good shop is organization. You can see that, and cleanliness. Look, not a drop of dirt anywhere. And everywhere you look is a cool project in some different phase of completion. This one over here is Dave and the guys' latest masterpiece. What's really nice about this shop also is you can tell it's run by a great guy. Dave Kindig, definitely out there and ready to share his passion with everybody else. Look at all the welders here. You think they do a little metal work? You think? More incredibly clean shop space with cars getting prepped for paint. Dave Kindig, tell me about the 914.
The one that got away. 914 Chalon, 914-6 Chalon actually. You know what, I've always been a big fan of those. Some people have called it the poor man's Porsche. I say that it's the blind man's Porsche. If you didn't see it, you should have looked again because they're dope. So I might have one down the road here, but it's really been a lot of fun to hang out with everybody here with the 914 club. And yeah, this is pretty impressive. What a great group of people, awesome cars. Looks like somebody spilled all the Skittles out in my parking lot. It's pretty awesome. So anyway, if you weren't here, too bad, but stay bitchin' later.
Here it is, the Pantera, my favorite episodes of
Bitchin Rides, and they completely resculpted the body. If you haven't seen these episodes, you definitely have to. Awesome. So here's my car, and there's the Pantera. Similar color. Guess you can figure out why I really like that Pantera.
We just wrapped up at Kindig. It was Bitchin, and we're now headed over to the largest VW show where they're holding some grass for us over there. Not that kind, Jimmy. They're holding the space on the lawn for us, I should say, and away we go.
Okay, next stop, Riverton, Utah. We're here in one of the largest air-cooled gatherings in the West, and we've got our own 914 section here. Kind of gathering a little bit of a crowd.
So fun to see people's reactions when they encounter a bunch of 914s. It's usually, hey, I had one of those, or I remember those, or it's ugly, but it's beautiful at the same time. These little cars definitely have a following. And now we're back on the road caravanning again to dinner.
Here at the Garage Grill, this is where we're doing our dinner and award ceremony tonight.
This is the perfect spot for our dinner. I mean, we have cars around and great food. What more do you want? As you can see, Red Rocks Classic is not just about the cars. It's about people getting together and having a good time, sharing things that they love, like Porsche 914s or just cars in general. The great thing about this is that it's a few days to just have fun and enjoy cars and make new friends.
And our best of show winner this year is Dan Blesky.
My brother knows that I've never been at a loss for words, but today it's I just wanted to say thank you, not just for this, but this is my first Red Rocks, and I've never felt more welcome. You know, the 914 world is a lot different than some of the other types, and you guys really got a special thing here, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Thank you.
Such a great time. Looking forward to next year in Steamboat Springs.